ChatGPT just changed school forever. Imagine waking up tomorrow and finding out that the way students learn has completely changed forever. The same school system that has existed for hundreds of years is now facing its biggest disruption ever. And the reason is not a new teacher, not a new textbook, not a new classroom. It is a machine that can explain anything, answer questions, write essays, create study plans, and basically act like a personal tutor for every single student on Earth. That machine is ChatGPT, but here is the scary part. Most students are using it the wrong way, and most teachers have no idea how much education is about to change. Today, we are going to look at how ChatGPT is changing school forever and what the future of learning might actually look like. For thousands of years, education was built around one simple idea. A teacher has information, students need that information, the teacher explains it, the students memorize it, then they take a test to prove they understood it, but the internet already started changing that. Because suddenly students could access information from anywhere. And now AI has taken it to another level because ChatGPT does not just give information, it interacts with you. It explains things differently depending on how you learn. If you do not understand something, you can ask again. If the explanation is too complicated, you can ask for a simpler version if you want examples. It creates examples. It is basically like having a tutor available 24 hours a day. Think about a student struggling with mathematics. In the past, they might wait until the next day to ask a teacher, or they might give up completely, but now they can type. Explain this like, I am 10 years old and instantly get a simpler explanation. A student learning biology can ask for diagrams. A student learning history can ask for a timeline. A student learning languages can practice conversations. A student writing an assignment can get feedback. The biggest change is that learning is becoming personalized. For the first time in history, every student can have their own AI teacher. But this creates a huge problem, because if AI can write essays, solve homework, and answer exam questions, what happens to traditional education? Some people think ChatGPT will make students lazy. They believe students will stop thinking and just copy answers. And honestly, that is a real risk, because a calculator did not destroy mathematics. But using a calculator without understanding math can make you weaker. The same thing applies to AI. A student who uses ChatGPT to avoid learning will fall behind. But a student who uses it as a tool can learn faster than ever before. The biggest change might actually happen to teachers. For a long time, teachers spent a huge amount of time doing repetitive work, creating worksheets, marking simple assignments, preparing basic explanations. AI can help with many of these tasks, meaning teachers can focus more on what humans are actually good at, helping students think, motivating them, understanding their problems, teaching creativity and critical thinking. The future teacher might not be replaced. The future teacher might become more powerful. But schools will also have to change because memorizing information might become less important. Why memorize hundreds of facts when AI can give you information instantly? The valuable skills of the future might be knowing how to ask good questions, knowing how to think critically, knowing how to solve problems, knowing how to use AI effectively. The students who win in the future might not be the ones who memorize the most. They might be the ones who know how to use the best tools. This is not just about students. This is a massive change for society. Imagine a student in a small village with limited resources. They might not have access to the best schools, the best teachers, or expensive tutoring. But with AI, they can suddenly access a level of education that was impossible before. AI has the potential to make education more equal. A genius teacher can now be available to millions of people at the same time. But there is another side. The future of education will depend on one important question. Will humans control AI? Or will AI control how humans learn? Because if students stop thinking for themselves, they lose something important: curiosity, creativity, problem solving. The human mind grows through struggle. Sometimes struggling with a difficult problem is what creates intelligence. AI should not replace thinking. It should enhance thinking. ChatGPT is not just another technology. It represents a change in the way humans learn. The classroom of the future might look completely different. Students with AI assistance, teachers using advanced tools, learning becoming personalized, and education moving faster than ever before. The question is no longer, will AI change school? Because it already has. The real question is, who will adapt first? Because the students who learn how to use AI today could become the leaders of tomorrow. If you think school is about to change forever, subscribe, because the future of AI and education is just getting started.